How's it going, everybody? And welcome back to the channel. I know, welcome back to the channel. It's been a while. I haven't really been very consistent on all three of my platforms: Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. It's been very hard to be able to upload. I've been currently traveling a lot. I was in New York for a while. Yes, I was there with all the smoke and everything that was going on. And so I didn't have any time to sit down there because I have been on vacation. And right now I'm here in Madrid, which is why you don't see my backdrop, which is why I am on my shitty just stuff. I'm not recording with a camera, microphone, and all these more professional or high advanced things. I don't have any lights. I just have natural light here. Well, not really natural, just kitchen light. And so I just wanted to talk about it a bit, just ramble a bit. So I'm very sorry for my absence. I know it's been a while, a couple of weeks maybe. I don't really have many excuses to say. All I can say is that I've been traveling and haven't had a moment to settle down. Stuff I've missed: Manchester City winning the Champions League. Great on them. I was in the airport when that happened, so I saw the goal. Great goal. I really like the match was extremely tight, I guess I'd like to say. I thought that Manchester City had that one in the bag, 10-0 type of things. But it doesn't always happen like we think it will. And I think that match kind of proved that. Another thing that I've missed, which is what I'm here to talk about today, it's that there's been a lot of promotion and a lot of talk about the Flash movie. I have gone to watch it today. I just came back from it. If you see me a bit messed up, it's because I walked all the way back to where I am staying. Oh God, it's a good movie. It's a really good movie, and I really recommend it. But it is really it has a lot of things about it, and like I say always, this is a spoiler. I give a lot of spoilers during this because it helps me talk about the movie more in depth. Because if I'm not giving spoilers, then it's just all messed up, and I don't really know how to explain it very well. Hopefully I get better at it and I can talk about it without spoilers, but I can't. So let's talk about it with spoilers. Yeah, he's a criminal, and you can't really go up against a criminal being a superhero. And especially after everything that they did and everything that happened, I just don't feel like they fit the character anymore. And I think that it doesn't serve the character any justice, the Flash any justice, to be played by a criminal. And especially just to have him there and part of the promotion. It's just, I don't really like it very much. But their role was really good and the movie was made really well. I just don't really want to see Ezra Miller return. I just can't see a criminal being playing the Flash. It's really weird because the Flash is one of my favorite superheroes of all time. I have a lot of them, but the Flash is always up there. If anyone asks me what's the superpower that you've always wanted, I'd always say super speed. I always really like the Flash, and just to see his character tarnished by a criminal, I don't like it. But I hope that the WB execs know what they're doing, and I hope that they do end up firing Ezra Miller, just because of the crimes that they've committed and that they don't really fit the character anymore. You have a very dislikable person playing a very likable character, and I know that a lot of people are with me on this, and the studio has really messed up saying that, oh, this movie's going to be so good that you're going to forget everything that they did, and just don't talk about it while you're trying to promote a movie. I find that to be one of the worst things that you could do to try to promote a movie. And it's really sad that this is the big takeaway from the movie. This is really sad to say that the movie was great, but I couldn't stop seeing Ezra Miller as the criminal that they are. It's just you can't get around it. And so I think that when the movie runs into these certain types of issues where you have someone that shouldn't be in the role playing the role, it makes it worse. And it really does affect the movie, because I was there watching it and I was like, damn, this is some really good content and a really good movie. But but Ezra Miller shouldn't be there. And I know that a lot of people are with me on that, and I know that they might get rid of him, but they just don't want to ruin more promotion of the movie after everything that's happened. But you can't really get around it. You can't really get around it, and so I hope that the studio knows what's best, and I hope that they, moving forward, find someone that hopefully keeps their noses clean. I personally would like Grant Gustin to come back, and I know that they scrapped his cameo from the movie, which would have been great, but I really hope that he does come back in a different setting, because the writing that they gave him in the CW just really ruined his character. I just think that he's better than a criminal. And Grant Gustin, I really like him as an actor, so hopefully he does come back. I think that he fits the role really well. And I know that he's not blonde hair, blue eye like the Flash in the comics, Barry Allen in the comics, but I think that he fits the role really well. And let's just see where the studio goes on with it. James Gunn might have some ideas, and I trust James Gunn with this. I really do trust that James Gunn will be doing what is best for the studio, and let's see what happens with that. With that out of the way, I think we can actually talk about the movie now, not what really brought it down. Like I said, Batman carried the movie. It was great to see Michael Keaton back as Batman. He was an amazing Batman, and everything was just really good with him. I really liked his action sequences. He was a really understandable character and a really good character. When the Flash told him, hey, I want to get my powers back, he's like, you know what? Let's do this. Let's go straight with it. You have Supergirl, which is just an amazing Supergirl. You really like her character. And in the end, like, spoiler alert, she ends up dying. And it's just really weird to see them introduce a character and then kill her off. The same happens with Michael Keaton's Batman. They introduce him and then they kill him off. But the way that they kill him off is really, it's a really strategic plan, because they go into the like multiverse and how they have to restart the timeline, because if they don't, then everything is going to collide and everything is going to like break apart, which is where they get the marketing name of Worlds Collide, because at the end you do have all those worlds colliding. We have a Nicolas Cage as Superman teaser. Then we have Christopher Reeves coming back as Superman. Obviously, yeah, we have him coming back, which is a really nice stretch. They try to hide Henry Cavill as like so much, which is really saddening, because I feel like Henry Cavill did a lot of great things for the character. We also have the original Batman, the 1960s, 1970s one. He comes back a bit, and you just have all these worlds colliding. The CGI is something else that I want to go into, and the CGI is something that's very tough to really point out, because you have a really high budget movie, but what happens with the CGI is that they try to do a lot with it. Oh my god, my hand is just shaking. It's because it's tiring. What happens with the movie is that the CGI isn't the best, and it's really sad to say, because I really like. It's a really good movie. It is a really good movie. The CGI, they try to do a lot. Like the Speed Force is just like this big ass coliseum of memories and moments just happening, and so you just see a lot of CGI faces, and it's not the best if you want to see that type of experience. If you just care about the movie, like the experience of the movie, like I do most of the times, I don't really care too much about the CGI, but it is very noticeable that like they used a lot of CGI to try to bring back these older characters or bring back these older moments, just trying to really create all of these things. And like the movie does a lot of things very well. I really like the things that it does very well are the action sequences and the stories really well. The characters are well written. I don't really feel like in the first Justice League movie, when they introduced Barry Allen, he's just a joke, and he's not very serious. But now he becomes serious, and I think that that's very interesting, because he knows that he messed up, and it's just a very interesting look at this new character. You have all of these pop culture references that are very cool. The movie's really good. It's funny, and it's serious, and it's good, and it has its bad moments. The CGI is the worst part that I can like really say that, and Ezra Miller being a criminal. But those are the only bad parts of the movie. You have a lot of great callbacks to different moments, like the Flashpoint Paradox is where this is based off of. And that's the story that I thought that they were going to go with. The Reverse Flash, the whole world coming to an end, which it does come to an end because of General Zod. But you have all these different things that I thought that were going to happen. because of like the Reverse Flash, for example. But the Reverse Flash doesn't show up. In reality, it's a bit more of a Savitar type situation. If anyone knows the Flash TV show, then you know that Savitar is the future Flash. And he's someone that is like a time remnant of Barry, and he tries to kill him because of how many times he died. But this time, like you see a Reverse Flash-esque character that is just trying to take out Barry. Well, not really take him out, but like try to get his help to prevent the worlds from coming to an end and prevent Zod from winning because of how hard it is. And like the Spider-Verse movie would explain, this is a canon event, something that you can't really go against, because if you do, you break the entire timeline, or you just can't change it because it's a permanent event. And so you have that, and this guy trying to change it, where he just you kind of like do realize that it's gonna be something like that. You don't really like, because they don't really try to explain too much about, oh, this might be someone else. No, they kind of just introduce him at the beginning of the movie, and then at the end of the movie, he's like, yo, I'm the future dude. Which was good, and the motivation there stuck, but it was just that they were there for so little, and there was no real fight between them. They were just like talking about how it couldn't be that they would do this because it's just super dangerous, and just all these different things, which it makes the movie seem just really weird. It makes the movie just not like it. I understand where they come from. They try to get this young Flash to then become the older Flash that becomes the villain, but he's not really the villain. Like he's trying to save the world, but by the wrong means, and like he doesn't do it, which is what ends up happening. And the Flash has to go back in time and sadly kill his mom. Well, like not really kill his mom, but like let her die. There is no talk on the Reverse Flash, which is something else that I thought weird. I wanted to see something about the Reverse Flash, something like, oh, the Reverse Flash killed my mom or something like that. No, they just kind of say that she dies by a knife to the heart, and Barry's dad comes in and finds her, and so that's why he's arrested. Obviously, that's really standard the Flash stuff. If you know anything about Barry Allen, you know his mom dies, dad gets framed for the murder, and so he grows up without parents, becomes a CSI to avenge his dad, and probably bring him out of prison, which is what ends up happening at the end of the movie. And it's really feel-good ending. But like I said, I can't really see Ezra Miller's future in the DCU, so I hope that they do the right decision by hopefully like terminating their contract, and just making sure that this movie is the last time that we see Ezra Miller as a Flash. I had a lot of fun with this movie. It's a really great movie. I really recommend that all of you go watch it. I watched it here in Spain. I watched it in English, which was great. I really like watching movies in English. Like the original language for me is always just the best to watch it in. Although I would have understood it in the other way, I much rather like to see the movie in English. I would give this movie a solid 8.3 out of 10. It would have been higher if I had not been like 8.2, 8.3. It would have been higher if I wouldn't have been thinking about Ezra Miller being a criminal, or if like just the CGI was a bit better. It would have helped me a bit. And if they would have stuck a bit more to the baseline of the Reverse Flash and like the Flashpoint Paradox, because for me the Flashpoint Paradox is like a 10 out of 10 movie. It's an extremely good movie, and one that I think that everyone should watch, but a lot of people lose the sight of it because it's animated. It's a really good movie. Go watch that one if you want. Go watch this one. It's a really good movie too. Sadly, yes, Ezra Miller is still the Flash for now, but hopefully the DC execs will figure out that it's not what the fans want and do what they should have done. Henry Cavill should still be Superman, but they kicked him out instead of Ezra Miller. So let's see what happens. And again, sorry for being so absent. I'm going to be trying my best to upload as many shorts as possible, trying to catch up, trying to bring up our numbers. So if you are new here, then you should definitely hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, comment down below what your favorite superhero is or what superpower you'd like to have. For me, super speed, 100%. Like, aside from the being able to go back in time, just being able to get across the world in a matter of seconds is amazing. You don't ever have to pay for another flight. Visas are a different thing, but hey, just worry about being fast. Thank you everyone for watching this video. Sorry about being so absent, and sorry for me. This video is gonna go up pretty late, but for you guys it might be early, depending where you're watching from. Again, thank you everyone for watching. I will be uploading as many shorts as possible. I have a really busy schedule because I'm still trying to figure out a lot of college things and a lot of stuff. But if you watched all the way until the end, why not hit the subscribe button? It's free and you don't really lose anything. If you want to hit the bell, then you'll get notifications, and there you might lose something, just like sanity of like just the times when I do upload, you'll like hear like ding ding ding, ding like just hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I'll see you all in the next video. I'll try to upload more. I'll try to go watch more movies. If you have any recommendations, I'll be looking down at the comments. I've recently been watching Breaking Bad, so I'll be making a video on that. I know I'm really late to that, but I barely just got to the age where I can see it. So give me a second to finish that, and I'll be talking about that. It's a great show. Highly recommend. I'll see you all in the next one.